Hello, dear 2020 contributors and readers. The idea for creating Dear 2020 came from living through the experience that was 2020. Not some of it, not part of it, but all of it. The good, the bad, and especially the ugly. Why especially the ugly? Because if we take the time to examine what appears ugly, we find something other than ugliness. It was never my intention to generate an income directly from the revenue of the book. However, I did initially hope to recover my investment. I also wanted every contributor and every person that wanted an old fashioned paperback copy to be able to afford not just one, but three. I wanted them to have one for themselves, one for a family member, one for a friend. I simply saw this as an extension of my gratitude practice. So, after the initial 2-day at cost discount, I submitted my request to Amazon for what I felt would be a fair price. And to my surprise, the Kindle price was implemented right away, but the paperback stayed at the discounted cost, the price. The Kindle price was then higher than the paperback, so I felt I needed to make an adjustment. I dropped the Kindle price to $2.99. And I submitted a ticket to get the paperback price adjusted. And in the meantime, I got this kind of an intuitive hit, that I should just leave the price of the paperback where it was. It was staying there because of Kindle or whatever, right? But I thought that, okay, well, I'll ride this out. Let's just keep the price of the paperback at cost till at least, through Mother's Day. And the more I thought about it, the more I felt like it was the right thing to do. Then, as I read through the stories of the book and my own journaling from the book, I find myself reading my own words on page 53 and 54 and feeling like I was reading them for the very first time all over again. And here's what I read: what my book will be about. It'll be about connecting with others by asking them to share their lives, which in turn enrich others' lives. It will be a trigger to spark people to ask themselves, what are they grateful for? It'll be about sorting out the world once you have lost the person who you've loved the most for all of your life. It'll be about love, not only for others, but also for yourself. It'll be about the gift you get when you ask somebody else what or who they are grateful for and the story behind finding out that process. It'll be about connecting with others. It was when I read the line about connecting with others that I came to realization what the real value of this book might be. I realized this book could be what allowed people to come together in discussions of all that was the year 2020 and all that we might together remember rather than forget. I was also encouraged by the words I remember from the opening of Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist 25th anniversary edition. In the opening, he shared the backstory of the original release of his book in his native Brazil. When The Alchemist was first published 25 years ago in my native Brazil, no one noticed it. A bookseller in the northern corner of the country told me that only one person purchased a copy the first week of its release. It was another 6 months for the bookseller to unload his second copy. And that was the same person who bought the first. And who knows how long it took to sell the third. By the end of the year, it was clear to everyone that The Alchemist wasn't working. My original publisher decided to cut me loose and cancel our contract. They wiped their hands of the project and let me take the book with me. I was 41 and desperate. But I never lost faith in the book or even wavered in my vision. Why? Because it was me in there, all of me, heart and soul. I was living my own metaphor. A man sets out on a journey dreaming of a beautiful or magical place in pursuit of some unknown treasure. It was this correlation that made me realize that my gratitude journey was not unlike the story captured and written by Paulo. A man sets out on a journey dreaming of a beautiful or magical place in pursuit of some unknown treasure. This was, is, and has been my gratitude journey. I was following my personal legend and my personal treasure. My capacity to conduct gratitude, to create opportunities for people to express gratitude, to create a movement to make the world a better place to live, to breathe, and to be thankful for. My name is Chris Palmore, and I am a gratitude conductor. I'm grateful for everyone who had anything to do with this book. And I want to build a wall of gratitude to honor the challenge, the struggle, and the grace of every human being who wants to be a part of this with me. All I'm asking is that you take a picture of yourself with the book so I can build that wall of gratitude with the faces of those who are finding a different way, the way of gratitude. Together, we can create a ripple of goodness that will make our planet just a little bit better. At cost, maybe you'll be able to buy a book for yourself, a family member, and a friend. And together, we can create a tsunami of gratitude to wash over the planet and restore what had been lost long before 2020 ever came along. Thank you. I'm Chris Palmore, the Gratitude Conductor.